Okay, so this is another video, and this one's the one that I'm making to show how I do the release agent, which is really important. There's a bunch of different mediums that you can use for a release agent. There's preferred ones, and for this I typically use a real soft wax. And the wax I'm using is a cutting board, what do you call it, food quality or edible beeswax, which I cover the complete mandrel with. So let's do it. You can see I've done the mix. There it is, water clear. Mixed it for 2 minutes. This is the chip brush that we use to apply. I tend to, use those over again until they're no good. Alright, see, I got my good gloves on. For this it's not really critical because this is, you could eat this stuff. Anyway, let's turn on the motor, and now we want to cover the whole thing, everything, including the various lines that you see here, which have to be filled with wax, because any indentation at all will be an undercut. And the epoxy will get in there, and if it's not, waxed, it's not going to work. Now this here takes 2 or 3 rotations, because you'll miss an area. As you can see, I'm working on it. Usually any area that doesn't have wax on it is colored. It's kind of a whitish color. So the various lines, I'm filling them and they become dark. There's the lines that are here, which are the release lines when I put it on the lathe. Not this lathe, but a real wood turner's lathe. So here I am, I'm doing it. Making sure there's 100% coverage. And once I get 100% coverage, I'm going to do the base. Because the base is also a place where glue, adhesive epoxy could become trapped. And if it isn't, thoroughly lubricated, it won't release. And I'm serious about this because this epoxy really sticks. I mean, it's an adhesive as well as a composite resin that holds things together. So I'm being pretty liberal with it. This is a pretty easy task, but you want to make sure that you got complete coverage. And then I'm gonna, looks like I have complete coverage. Then what I'll do is I'll work on the base like this, and then make single pass so that the wax is thoroughly, it's all the same weight. As you can see, this is fitted with a base plate or a face plate for turning on a lathe, which in this case is how I make these things. So I'll show that too. Anyway, you want to make sure you have 100% coverage. Even 1/2 of 1% of an area that's missed will result in a broken shell, or one that you can't get and you have to cut it off and start over. Don't want to do that. So let's make sure everything is covered. You don't lose anything by having the wax inside. Epoxy doesn't stick to it. You have to thoroughly sand or use solvent to get rid of the wax inside the shell once it's released. But that's no big deal. All composites are like that. Here I am being careful in my coverage. Just going back and forth with this 1 1/4 RPM motor. You can make your own motor by gearing using pillow blocks and pulleys and V-belts, which I also do. Because I've got a machine like this for really big airframes, 12 inches in diameter up to 60 inches long. Looks to me like we've got it. So put this away, take off this glove, and stop the video.